Could me and you just go get a pizza and just play some games together?
I think you can.
Or would they not? Because then it's like you look like a predator.
Is it illegal to look like a predator?
You haven't even touched your corn dish yet. And it all comes back to me. And that's right. All right, hello, and welcome back to the Sorta Brothers podcast, episode 10. Justice, let's talk about something that's been on my mind and my heart this week, and also Megan's, and that is baby genders.
Okay.
Yeah. So you might not know where this is going to go. Megan, get your mic ready. But we have a newborn baby. Not newborn anymore. She's 5 months old. But people come up to us in public, and even people I know that are like meeting the baby for the first time, and they will just come out of the gate and say, "Oh, is that your baby? How old is he?"
Mm.
And she is in like a flowery dress. Now, so I guess what's the right way, the wrong way to approach the topic when meeting a new baby?
So are we looking at it from the person approaching the baby?
Yeah. So like if you go up to meet a new baby, what's the first thing you say?
Well, I haven't had that experience a lot, but I feel like it's very similar. If I go up, even like a person with a dog, I don't want to say like, "What's her name?" if it's like a guy. But so
if the dog's a guy,
if the dog's a boy,
yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know. Because you don't want to call it it. You don't want to be it. Like, what's its name? That just sounds weird.
I feel like that's better than guessing wrong, though, right?
Yeah, I feel like.
What's the name?
Would you prefer it?
You could
Megan?
say their.
What is that's name?
Okay, I like their.
Like, what's their name?
What's their name? That's good, actually.
Like, if anything,
Well,
don't.
maybe we're woke.
Maybe they was right.
Maybe
answer.
they're onto something with this day thing.
My thing is just, that would be like the worst thing is if I say he and then they're like, it's a girl. You know, so
Yeah.
like, I'm not going to do anything with a pronoun. I'm just going to be like, what's their name? Or your baby's so cute. I'm not going to say he's so cute.
Yeah,
which is what people are saying.
It
and
blows
then
my mind when they're wearing flowers and stuff, and they would just. I also don't feel like she looks like a boy.
Yeah, I don't know. Because I was gonna say earlier, I feel like when people show me their babies, sometimes I'm like, oh, that definitely looks like a boy, or that definitely looks like a girl. And I don't know if it's just because Evelyn. I've always been around Evelyn, but yeah, she looks like a just fully girl to me. But I don't know if that's just because it's Evelyn and not a random.
I feel
baby.
like dog's different too. Like I don't think you can. I feel like you can't tell the gender of a dog unless you get a look at the under.
Yeah, unless you like hit the ground.
Yeah, unless you you can't really tell the gender of a dog unless you get under it.
You're just like you're walking by and you just drop to the ground.
Like, what is it?
Here, no,
yeah,
I do have a question though. Has anybody ever come up to you and said, "Oh, he's so cute," and then you don't correct them?
So
yes, last night.
So that would happen. So the issue with that is that it's kind of the same thing where like if somebody starts calling you the wrong name, and at first you're just like, I'm just gonna let this slide. And then you get to a point where it's too far to where you're like, if I correct them now, then they're going to know that I've just been sort of like mocking them, not telling them this whole time. So like we were at Chipotle the other day, like person I know from the gym walks up and they're like, oh, why didn't I know you had a baby? And I was just like, oh yeah. And she was sitting in her like carrier and she was like, how old is he? And I was like, oh, about to be 5 months or whatever. And then I thought that was going to be it. And then she said, what's his name? And then I was like, well, it's a girl, actually. So
that's the word. I'm like, especially
but then she
if
knows
you're gonna,
that I didn't correct her.
Yeah,
in the
if
first
you're gonna
thing.
assume and go with he, don't ask the name, because then you could have just went on with your day. ignorant to the fact that you called it the
Yeah.
wrong thing.
Yeah, because then it's like,
Yeah.
if you don't correct her, then or if you don't correct them, then it's just like, you got to live this life for the rest of your life. And they meet Evelyn and she's like 16 years old. And she's like, wow, I didn't know you guys like let your kids do things like that. And she's like, it's like, got a dress
Let
on,
your
long
kids
hair.
do-
And you're like, okay,
We're just like, yeah, she's
nice to see you, Blake.
she's a girl now. And has always been. Just didn't want to.
She's like, Mom, what's going on?
Dude, like a month ago, at jiu-jitsu, I feel like we've talked about jiu-jitsu like 3 episodes in a row.
Yeah.
But on Wednesdays, we have a guy that comes up and coaches a class. So he doesn't always go to our gym, but he comes up and does that. And he's like super well respected. He's like older and a black belt, and he's just like a killer. So he's super cool. Anyways, him and I are like buddies, you know, through going to jiu-jitsu, and I've known him for a couple years now. And like a month ago, one class, he just started calling me Colin.
What?
He was just saying, we would drill and he would be like, good, Colin, good. And, you know, while I'm like drilling on somebody, I'm not going to be like, it's actually Blake. Like he wasn't even asking me anything. But I bet he said Colin like 20, 30 times during the class talking to me. He'd be like, all right, I'll get around with you now, Colin. And I was just like, okay. Because it happened so many times back to back to back, and I didn't correct it that I was like, I can't correct it now. So I just banked on the following week when I saw him, he would just have hit a reset and know that I'm Blake again.
He's just like too much of like a stone cold killer to like
Yeah.
correct him.
Yeah. I'm just like, it's actually Blake's story. He's like, what'd you say? I'm like, nothing. In my mind, I'm just like, I'll become Colin if that's what I have to.
Yeah. No, maybe it was like he was pulling like what
Like a
Ron
power play.
does. What Ron does. Yeah, kind of like in Parks and Rec, Ron, he's like sometimes when people are getting a little too like mushy with me, I'll just call them by a random name so they know I don't care about them.
Maybe he knew we were like becoming friends, and he just like, I'll set this guy straight.
Yeah. No, that's
That
fine.
could have been it. I don't know. I've seen him several times since then. He's back to Blake. Thank goodness.
He's back to Blake. What?
The next week at jiu-jitsu, when he came up on Wednesdays, he was just like,
I missed that.
He was just like, Blake, how you doing? And I was like, oh, thank God. Because like every time
You're
he
like,
would
Colin's
say,
great.
every time he would say Colin that day, which was a lot of times, like I said, all my buddies in the class would look at me like, because they all know, but they're
Yeah.
obviously not going to correct it. So I was just like,
We're just making fun of you.
I just became the butt of the joke that day.
Well, I have a game here that I thought we should play.
Nice. Before we get into that, you want to get into just a couple little admin notes for the pod,
Okay.
a little housekeeping.
Okay.
We got so we've gotten a couple hate comments in the past that we can laugh off, but we got one this week that rocked my world. And we posted a clip that did pretty well, which will lead me to my second housekeeping comment. But I think this clip got several thousand views or something. Most of the comments were fun. One of them, though, just said, are these guys both sitting in wheelchairs?
I didn't know which one
that-
you were talking about specifically, but
That was something I hadn't thought about before. But as I watched it, these are, I mean, I guess you exclude the rocking feature, but these are very wheelchair-esque.
yeah, but like, yeah, the rocking is so like a wheelchair doesn't rock like this, does it?
No, but if, like, when you look at our thumbnails, it looks like we could be sitting in some wheelchairs,
Maybe.
right?
It kind of does actually.
I wasn't even mad at it. I was just like, whoa. I commented back. I was like, you're kind of right.
Hey, it's just what we had laying around. It works.
But that leads me to our second housekeeping. And I think that's that we have officially been like shadow banned by YouTube or something.
Yeah, maybe
We-
we might have.
We had,
after
our,
a repost even.
we had our worst engagement on one. We were like, this is funny. We'll post it. A couple times we'll like post them right when we go to sleep, and then we'll wake up and it's got a couple thousand views, and we're like, oh, cool. We went to bed and I think I woke up and it had 2 views, and it might have been me and you.
You're right. Yeah.
And then as the day and 2 days went on, I think we got up to 9 views. And we were like, we have more subscribers than that. How's nobody seeing this? So yesterday we were like, we need to delete this and repost it. We'll probably just send it back into the algorithm. So we did, and we are stuck at 1 view.
Yeah. They just knew we were thinking about it too much, I guess.
I don't know how you get 1 view on something.
Yeah, I don't really either. We might have been
Do you
shadow banned because I don't know how it's possible to have that many people swipe away so quickly where it doesn't even give us.
If
more
they
than
click
1
and
view.
swipe immediately, it doesn't count.
I don't think so.
How long do they have to watch for it to count?
I don't know, but it's like it'll show you in analytics like this 55% swiped away, 55% watched. But
Okay.
it still counts as a watch if they watch for like 15% of the video. I don't know what the minimum is. I don't know.
I don't know either. But no, yeah, we'll work on trying to find some new chairs. We just don't really want to spend the money. So if anybody wants to sponsor us, any chair companies,
true. Yeah, I haven't thought about a furniture company sponsoring a podcast.
That would be pretty
but
sweet.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
yeah, we could build chairs out of Legos.
Might be
Not super comp,
not might be more uncomfortable than these wheelchairs,
fit
but
the vibe. At some point when we keep growing a Lego collection, this will just have to become a Lego podcast.
Right.
Yeah. So,
oh wait,
what did you think
I was about to say? I was saying right. I thought you were about to say this will eventually just have to become a Lego room, but you said podcast.
Well, yeah, it already is a Lego room that we do a podcast.
Right,
in.
but I thought you meant like we'd have to move the pod, but
Let's play your game.
I don't know if I want it to be a Lego podcast, but yeah, we can talk about that later. Yeah, this game, it's a word game. I've brought some different words, just random words. I think we're gonna leave out names, but pretty much, and names are a pronoun. We talked about that, but pretty much any noun, right? And I'm going to pretty much just leave the floor open to you. You're going to guess words, and then I tell you a percentage from 0 to 100 on how close.
And then the
that
goal is
word
for me
is
to
to me.
get to the exact word.
Correct.
So
Okay.
you have a word,
So I have a word right now.
and I just shoot for a random word and see how close I am.
Yeah. So word game, go.
House.
19.
This is going to be impossible.
That's what I said, dude. Okay, this could go like super horribly or like
okay.
decently.
Office.
25.
Tells me nothing. Work.
20.
Church.
15.
Oh, great. Okay, office. Give me back to 25.
25. I just go by fives every time.
30, and then I say something else. 5. What did I say? Office?
Yes.
Computer.
Like 31.
Design.
40.
Video.
25.
Dude.
This is where it gets like
Logo.
I don't know even how to.
There's so many words
I
that are
know.
out there.
I
in
don't
the
even
world.
know how like to help you in the best way. Like, would it help if Megan knew the word
Yeah,
as well?
I was gonna say maybe you should have told me the word.
Okay, let's try a new one real quick.
Okay,
let's try a
text
new
her
one.
the
I'm gonna
word.
text Megan the word.
Sorry to our viewers. Also, while you're doing that, I just want to shout out why I have a Yeti here that I'm drinking with a Starbucks straw. I've been maybe this is a little ad read. We could get a Starbucks sponsorship, or ad lib. But they gave me the Pineapple Paradise drink today with just pineapple chunks in it. No ice. It's supposed to have ice.
Would you
So-
prefer ice? I feel like most people will
it
say
would be
light
nice.
ice.
It'd be nice to get more drink, but then it's like lukewarm pineapple chunks, which is kind of not my thing.
Oh, or the pineapple. Maybe I thought I was thinking they might have been like frozen in the beginning.
I don't know. I don't think so.
That would be cool.
But I had to come home and put it in this with the ice. But then I don't want the soft pineapple chunks touching my lips when I drink. So then I put the straw still in here. So just want to clear the air.
Yeah, it looks a little weird.
Oh, you don't? Do you not eat the pineapple chunks?
I don't know. I just got one through the straw. That that wasn't expected.
Okay, Megan has the word now.
This is a new word.
New word. Guessing game, word game, something, go.
Microphone.
I would say probably around like 5%.
Oh no.
0.
Oh.
Okay. Beach.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you like.
Wait. Let's both say one, and then we meet in the middle.
Okay. I was gonna say 65.
I was
65?
gonna say 55. So
Okay,
Okay.
60.
60% with beach.
beach.
Florida.
I'm 50%.
Tropical.
80.
You think that got him closer than beach?
Tropical.
Hawaii.
85, 80.
85. It's like deal or no deal. I'm like, I'll cash out here. 85 with what did I say? Hawaii?
Yeah.
Well, shoot. I don't know any other words. Hawaii. Maui.
85.
85.
Same thing. So it's not like an island. Surfing. Waves.
55. 50. Oh wait.
Okay.
Should we give waves higher or no?
No, I think
No.
so.
Okay.
Hawaii.
You don't
We all-
have to
okay,
keep
you don't say
going
the same
back.
thing.
No, I want to get 85 logged back in.
That doesn't
There's nothing
matter.
locked back in.
Pineapple.
20.
Okay, Hawaii, 85. Honeymoon.
20.
Dude, what are you
Honestly, less
thinking?
than that, 10. Maybe
Island.
I should be guessing the word.
Island. Okay. Back to 60.
Okay, Hawaii. I don't know. This is impossible.
Think Hawaii. What is Hawaii known for? They're not known for this specifically necessarily. I'm giving you a lot of hints here, but
Okay,
just think, what's Hawaii? You were thinking through that with surfing
Vacation.
and waves.
No.
You're saying such broad terms.
You need
I
to get very
really
specific.
coconut.
I haven't said a percentage yet.
Sand.
You already said sand. Or no, you said
It's a
beach.
Okay. I need to get very specific. Frick. We're losing viewers. Hold on.
Okay, maybe I should be
Okay,
guessing
yeah.
the
No,
word.
hold
Holy
on.
crap.
Hold on. One more time. What's like
Hawaii. Hawaii.
Lay's.
1.
Not Lay's chips. The
Yeah,
flour.
1.5.
I think I give up.
Okay. It was,
It was
lava.
lava.
Lava. Hawaii is not known for lava.
Volcanoes.
I said it wasn't specifically known for it, and that was giving you a hint, dude.
All right, one time we're doing it with you.
Okay, no, this is gonna be awful. Megan.
No, don't tell me. Make me do it or something.
Yeah,
you
that's
guys,
what I'm saying. Okay, let's give.
I mean,
hey,
you guys joke about being dumb.
show me a
but-
word. Show me a word. What'd you just say?
All right, here. Okay. Megan's honestly toxic.
Okay, this one is like an easier one, I would say.
Okay, go.
Dog.
5.
5.
Chair.
8.
I'll give it a 10.
Computer.
5.
10.
Okay.
Evelyn wants
Evelyn wants to play. Outside.
1,
Rug.
2,
This is the worst game of all time.
Pineapple.
Pineapple.
20.
20.
Hamburger.
5. I don't know.
25.
25 for hamburger.
There's a big difference. Pizza.
25.
25.
I don't know. Oven.
5. We might have to cut all this.
Meat.
No, 1.
Okay, we're moving
Yeah,
on.
I'd move on.
It was coffee. I was giving you 25 because you're in the category of like things
Food.
I
you
want to
ingest.
I want to
Yeah.
do this. I want to give a shout out to who suggested that game and
I
tell them
agree.
to never suggest anything
I
again.
agree.
So I got a phone call yesterday from one of our Sorta listeners. Sorta acts like he does, sorta acts like he doesn't, but he had some notes for the pod. And should we name drop him? Do we
up to
want to
you.
give him that clout?
Do you want to
with
give
the
a
platform
Do
we
you
have?
want to give 135 people his name?
That's a good point. Maybe we shouldn't. I don't want to ruin his life.
Yeah,
He suggested that game, and he said, I've watched some podcasts where this has been a lot of fun. And boy, was he wrong. This would only be fun if you were maybe hanging with like the boys and no cameras were on you, and you know,
Yeah, maybe. I don't know
like
if,
if you were
fun
so
then.
bored that you had to do something. If you're trying to talk through a podcast,
Yeah,
that was
it's a little rough.
That was a big stinker.
I don't know. We could. I was gonna say though, I could just since we're on the topic of trending, like podcast games currently online, we could try another one really quickly.
Redemption game.
Okay, so I wasn't like prepared for this, but I can just look up a topic real quick. The kind of how you play this game is I will just start throwing things at you, could be whatever. And you have to rank those things without knowing the topic. And you get like a ranking of like top 5.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So like once you put that in 2,
But do I get all 5 before I rank it?
no, that's the
Oh,
thing.
okay.
Okay. So like you rank as I give them to you without knowing like
All right, let's do
the
it.
rank. Okay. So I'm going, hold on. Are we doing our Mount Rushmore today or no?
Yeah, might as well.
We are? Okay. So I'll pick a different
Unless you don't
time
want
then.
to.
Hold on. Who knows?
We could have just started the podcast if all that gets cut.
Here, talk to the people real quick. Let me find a
Hey, people.
topic.
How you doing? Let me tell you about something that's changed my life, and I hope it can change yours as well. Zevia.
Keep going.
Sometimes we run out of flavors in the house, and I forget that I have a 6-pack down in the basement. Okay. Now, we've been doing this podcast for 2 full months, and this has been sitting there since then. At some point, I think we'll probably swap the flavor out, but I think I'm getting off track. We do really like it. As I said, grape's not my favorite. That's why it's been in the basement this whole time. But we do want to keep it there. Maybe get a little sponsy on that eventually. Justice, how long you need me to keep going here?
Okay, here. I'm just gonna do this will be really similar to what our Mount Rushmore is, but it's gonna be different at the same time.
Sounds good.
Okay. So you don't know what the topic is, but I'm just gonna give these to you and then you have to rank them. Okay. Starbucks. Oh wait, whoa, hold.
I haven't said anything.
Oh no, I can still do it. Starbucks.
So I don't know what the other 4
You just get
are. I
5.
just need to put it in the
5
list.
ranks. Yep. 1 through 5. What do you choose?
3.
Okay. Chick-fil-A.
Even though I just asked them to sponsor us. 1. Chick-fil-A 1.
Okay. Dunkin'.
I don't really like Dunkin', but I'm going to give it... No, I'll give it 5.
Okay.
Even though there could be some other stinkers coming.
Wendy's.
4.
Okay. And then
Whatever you say is about to get a number 2 spot, which is crazy.
McDonald's.
Ew, yeah. Dude, number 2.
Okay, what do you think you were
McDonald's being my number 2 is very
What do you-
fitting, if you know what I'm saying.
Okay, what do you think you're ranking?
If I had to pick now, given those, it would probably be Chick-fil-A.
No, what's the topic you were ranking them off of? What do you think I was naming those for?
Oh, that's what I have to do? Like fast food?
No. Those are your top rankings for coffee. All of those places offer coffee.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So that's the game. Pretty fun.
Wow, we've played such fun games today. I don't think I fully understood that one before we did it.
Okay. Everything okay over there?
Hey, I saw something today. While Megan and I were out that I wanted to run by you. We were out shopping earlier, and I look across the parking lot, and there is an ambulance sitting in front of the Chuck E. Cheese.
It's not a great sign.
I know. So what I'm wondering is what could have been going on in there. I didn't get answers. But what could you imagine? I guess maybe we could do like wrong answers only ambulance outside of a Chuck E. Cheese.
Maybe like the kid was like banging on, you know how you always bang on the like dome glass piece things on the top when you're like in the little play area?
Yeah.
Maybe he was like banging on it, just like unattached, just like broke or something, and he just fell.
Oh, well, yeah, that would be
Yeah.
a more sad one.
Or like somebody like, some people say Chuck E. Cheese pizza is like really good. Maybe somebody like went for the world record how many Chuck E. Cheese pizzas could they get down, and then they just like
That could be it for
ate
sure.
so much, it's like went to a coma or something.
I like to think maybe there was some kind of malfunction with the animatronic mouse in the back.
See, I almost went that way. I was thinking like Five Nights at Freddy vibes, but is that what you're
I haven't
saying?
seen Five Nights at Freddy. Do they still have that? When's the last time you were in a Chuck E. Cheese?
I could not tell you, dude.
Can you? Okay, this was actually been something I've debated in the past, but I've never put it to the test. Can you go into a Chuck E. Cheese without a child with you? Could me and you just go like?
I wouldn't want to, dude. That's
Could
scary.
me and you just go get a pizza and just play some games
I
together?
think you can.
Or would they not? Because then it's like you look like a predator.
Well, is it illegal to look like a predator?
Oh, bro, I thought you were about to say, is it illegal to just look at the children?
Okay.
I was about to be like, I think so.
No, I think we could walk in.
You do?
I think
Well, I guess
so.
I have a kid now, so it doesn't matter. We walk in with a 5-month-old
Yeah.
who can't play the games or eat pizza.
Only purpose to go in there is just to like make her immune system stronger.
We just park her at the table watching the animatronic band, and we just go play games.
Yeah, how does that band sound? What kind of music were they playing? I don't remember.
Oh, I don't know. Mouse music.
Do you know, Megan?
What was your favorite?
They had their own music, didn't they? Also, they don't have animatronics anymore. That was like a big news item.
When did you go to Chuck E. Cheese?
No, I saw like a news article.
Oh.
So
that it
what's
was,
on
like,
stage
They
now?
got rid of they just have a screen.
It's a real mouse.
It's a screen.
It's like an animated thing now.
Wow.
I know.
Everything's virtual. Maybe that's what we should Mount Rushmore top Chuck E. Cheese games.
I don't have.
I guess they
4
would just
Chuck
be
E.
pretty
Cheese
generic
games.
arcade games. Not today. We'd have to do a little prep work.
Let's hit the Mount Rushmore right now.
You think?
Yeah.
All right.
You don't think?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay, let's go.
What's our record on rock, paper, scissors?
1-2. 1-2.
All right, shoot.
Let's go.
Let's just keep the lead. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Let's go.
Why did I go paper?
Give me the paper.
No.
Dude, give me
Why
the
did
paper.
I go
Don't be that
paper,
guy.
dude?
Hold on. Snip. Come on.
Chill. Okay, chill. Let's go.
Just give me the paper.
No,
dude.
I won't give you it. No. Okay, so you get to go first. We're doing fast food, right?
Yeah. So fast food,
Not coffee. Fast
restaurants,
food,
whatever. It
restaurants.
could be anything you want.
Okay, here we go. Go. You're up. Megan, you're playing, right? Okay, if you can.
Sure. Okay. This is probably the one that I'm glad I won the most because
Yeah.
the
I know,
number
I know,
one
I
pick
know.
is the Holy Land of Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, that it would have been all of our number ones. Okay.
Should we elaborate on why it's so great?
Yeah, go for it. Just imagine if. Well, I guess I'll just say Mall Road Chick-fil-A. I was gonna say a name, but
Yeah. I don't know where else that you go to fast food where they come around and they're like, do you have everything? Can I get you a refill? So yeah, it's just amazing.
yeah. I
They used
thought
to
we were gonna
play-
elaborate more, but
They used to play just soft instrumental Christian music, and then not too long ago, I heard Mumford and Sons in there, and I was like, Mumford and Son has always been like the go-to, like Christians like it, but it makes them feel edgy.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're like, whoa, it's like Chick-fil-A, like kind of getting more like indie, like
I remember one time when our old pastor came up, I was riding in the back of his car when he first came to our church, and he played Mumford and Sons, and I was like, you listen to Mumford and Sons? And he said, yeah, I'm a cool pastor. And I think he was kind of being
That's
sarcastic, but I'll never forget that. All right, Justice.
I mean, I guess, are we counting Chipotle as a fast food restaurant?
Not for your turn, but when it gets back to me.
Okay, I'm counting that. I'm going to go Chipotle.
Tough. All right.
Megan is up.
No elaboration.
Yeah, just Chipotle, like as it is. I'm gonna pick Starbucks then,
Okay.
because
could do
when we
without
lived 2 seconds from a Starbucks, would go, and I was pregnant. I craved those bacon and Gouda breakfast sandwiches, and would just go before work, and it would
Gouda?
take me 5 minutes total to like run over there, pick up my to-go order, and come home.
Gouda?
Yeah, cheese.
I hate Gouda. I hate it.
It's like
so
I
much.
love it. It's one of my favorite cheeses.
Wait, what's the...
Starbucks what?
Wait, I know you're talking about cheese, but
You're thinking of
at
Geta.
first I was thinking of... Okay, I was thinking of Geta.
David Guetta.
Holy crap. Geta? Do you guys like Geta?
Yeah, I do.
Do you like Geta? Yeah?
It's just like a fatty sausage.
Okay, I don't know what it is. I cannot eat it.
A fatty sausage.
It's not
patty.
texture thing. It's not a texture thing. I just I hate the taste of Geta so much. Quick story.
It tastes like sausage.
No, it doesn't to me.
All right.
Quick story. One time I was at my uncle's house. They all love Geta. They were having like he made like breakfast for dinner or something, and they like had Geta, and he knows how much I hate it. And this was like, I don't know, I was like pretty young, like 13 or something. And we were like, I don't know if we were watching a movie, but like everybody had candy, and I had just come over, so I didn't have a bag of candy. And he was like, he had this like huge pack of Rolos or something, and I was like, yo, can I have that pack of Rolos? And he's like, if you eat one patty of like the Geta stuff. And I tried so hard to eat it. I tried
For a pack
I
of
tried-
Rolos, that was like
I tried. It was like $1 million to me back then. I tried putting it on. They had like hamburger buns. I like covered it in like mustard and like all the toppings that I put on a hamburger.
Well, maybe
I
that's
tried
why
to
you don't
mask
like it.
No, I tried it before I put all the crap on it, but it was just like I tried so hard to eat it, dude. I like took a bite of the like hamburger, just monster that I made, and I like wanted to gag, dude.
Dude, you're like, I hate Geta. The one time I tried it, I put mayonnaise all over it.
Yeah, okay, I didn't do that, but I'm just saying I tried to mask the taste of it, and it still didn't work. It was like I don't know. Anyway,
I like it.
You're up.
Felt like I was going to say something. All right. Well, shoot. I'm going to go with for my second pick, I'm going to pick Raising Cane's chicken.
Okay.
I like Cane's. Now,
I'm surprised you like Cane's. I don't think I've ever seen you eat Cane's in my life.
so for the last long time, I ate Cane's once a year. And I don't really...
Once a year? Like actually only one time a year?
Yep. I don't really eat Cane's that much because it makes me feel like Greasy. But if we're just talking like taste, it's amazing.
Cane's is really good.
Like the chicken is so tender. I like the crinkle fries, and the sauce I think is amazing. The toast too, like whatever.
Yeah.
And the slaw. I like the whole thing. Some people substitute the slaw for extra toast. I'm good with the slaw.
That's where I'm at.
I'm good with the slaw. Also, substituting any kind of greenery for extra toast, that's like a 100% carb meal.
I just don't love slaw.
Breaded chicken.
I know it's awful for you, but I just don't love slaw. I can't eat Cane's anymore unless I'm like, I'm okay with getting a stomachache after.
Yeah, and my face feels oily, like it's coming out of my pores.
Wait, what? I don't feel that, but it makes me feel bad after.
For a long time, they only had it in like more southern states, and even they had it in like Louisville for a while, and I liked it so much. My parents like bought me one of their shirts one time. I was like in high school, and I wore that shirt everywhere. Sometimes you just like find a shirt when you're in high school and you just stick with it.
Sure.
One time I had a Fuddpuckers shirt. Have you ever been to a Fuddpuckers?
Maybe. I don't know.
And I got something on it, and my mom tried to bleach the shirt, and something with the chemical, it shredded the shirt, literally, like shredded the shirt to pieces. And she was, so I don't know. Or what if I believed that this whole time my mom was just like, he's wearing this stupid Fuddpuckers shirt all the time. Dude, I know, I gotta like really dial it in.
It sounded really close. That's like it's an interesting name, dude. Like, where did that even come from? Do we know?
Well, it's like a play on, like it's supposed to be like a play on words like that.
I know, but it's just like so. Like I don't know if it like I don't know originated from some specific
I don't know either.
thing. Maybe not.
Anyways, back to Raising Cane. I ate it once a year because I didn't really eat it, like I said, because it is kind of makes me feel greasy. But we used to go for Christmas to my aunt's house, and one time we got off work and then drove down there to her house, which was a little bit of a drive, and they had already eaten. And so we just ate a little bit, and then we stopped at a Cane's close by and ate that night. So then every year it was tradition, even if we were like full leaving her house, we're stopping at Cane's, and we would eat Cane's. And yeah, it was amazing. So, and then we stopped going to her house for Christmas. So I didn't have it this year.
Dang.
So still second pick, right?
Yeah.
For you?
Yeah. My second pick, I think I'm gonna go with Five Guys.
Okay, that's more greasy than Cane's.
So Five Guys is greasy, but let me tell you, I feel like Five Guys, I don't know when all the like fast food places were created or whatever, but I've always heard that McDonald's used to be like legit burgers. Like they would slap a burger on the grill, like, and it would be super legit. Obviously now they just like these soggy like patties just sit in this like plastic container that hasn't been cleaned in 3 years, and they just like serve it on some bread. But Five Guys, dude, if you ask me the best fast food burger, 100% Five Guys. 100%.
Yeah.
100. You go in there and you get a burger. Yes, it's crazy greasy, but like it tastes like a just legit burger off the grill. And it doesn't matter if you get the smallest container of fries. They just throw a handful of fries and just chuck it into the bag. And
that's
so
my
the bags,
biggest complaint.
the
with
bags
Five
just
Guys.
filled up. How is that a complaint? You get way more fries than any other place. Even Chick-fil-A the other day freaking hurt us on our fries that one time.
Yeah.
Five Guys will never do that. Half the bag is just filled up with a pool of fries.
Yeah. So I'll explain it if you want me to. You're
Go
just
for it.
screaming at me.
Go for it.
No. I like that they fill it up, but like put a carton in the bag. Every time we've gotten Five Guys, we're bringing it home. And dude, it gets my seat wet. Okay.
It's so
the paper's
it's
so
good.
thin.
Okay, it's the same thing. If you
When I carry the bag from the restaurant to my car, the bottom of the bag's already wet.
yeah, that's the same thing with canes. If you leave, it's just because they have the foam like containers. If you leave the
Hey,
lid
Five
on,
Guys, get some foam.
Okay. If you leave the cane's lid open or closed too long and don't open it, then your food will just become so moist and wet that it just becomes like wet and soggy because it's so like hot. Just like
Yes, it's not steam.
Just
That's
like-
causing it to be wet. It's all of the
you're
grease.
saying the grease?
Yes.
Oh.
It'll leave like a freaking brown stain in the seat, dude.
No way, it's a brown stain on your seat. I need to see this stain.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like,
You're like,
I'm riding in the car there, and I'm like, what the heck? These fries. What the These fries have the brown
always
stain. Why does every episode get back to like pooping
you
ourselves?
always blame it on these like Five Guys fries. I'm like, wait, is that you're like that
Megan's like,
stain that you've been complaining about?
something smells, and I'm like pulling into Five Guys. Okay, Megan, pick number 2.
Megan's not even laughing. She thinks we're too freaking dumb.
No comment.
Accept applications for producers.
Yeah, true.
I am going to pick Qdoba. You were top customer at Qdoba, so you can't
Back in
make
high
a fart
school,
noise.
I've changed. I think Qdoba used to be amazing when I would get their quesadilla and just drown it in sour cream and stuff. Their bowl is not as good as Chipotle to me.
It's different taste to me.
It is. Also, I will say, I feel safer eating the meat from Qdoba
Okay,
for some reason.
that's because our staff at Chipotle is so bad. But we did get one guy who is good.
Okay, yeah, if he's not working, well, it's a 50-50 on salmonella or freaking food poisoning or something. So
Also, Qdoba's queso.
Yeah, I do like
And they
that they
have
have
free
jalapenos.
guac.
I get the
And you
jalapenos
get
every time. They
guac.
burn my face off, dude. They're
And you get a lot more
too
chips.
spicy. But yeah, they do chip refills.
If you
Actually,
eat in
that's
the
They do
restaurant.
chip refills?
If you're eating in there.
you buy a bag of chips, you can refill it as many times as you want.
I didn't
while you're
know
sitting
that.
If you're in there, yeah.
Yeah, crazy.
That's dope.
I don't dislike Qdoba, but it wouldn't be in my top 4.
I like
It's
it.
in mine. Well, it wouldn't. You guys stole the others.
All right.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
good.
Pick number 3. I'm going to go with Krispy Kreme.
What?
Yeah.
Megan,
Fast
do you like that?
food.
Hold up.
Wait, do you not like
They
Krispy
sell
Kreme?
food quickly.
We count that as fast food?
They have a drive-through, so I guess yeah.
Yeah.
Do they sell like sandwiches?
I would never buy a sandwich from Krispy Kreme.
I don't know.
If they only sell donuts, I guess it's still
They sell
considered
cream
fast.
filled
food.
donuts, kind of like a little sandwich.
It's still food, I guess.
Oh, okay. I was saying, what, like, do we count that? But I guess
Yeah.
so. If we're counting that, then
I don't know. I just feel like a lot of times these big chain restaurants, the food is not good, but Krispy Kreme's just stayed true.
yeah, because
They're
it's a
some of the
freaking
best
donut.
donuts. Yeah, but like Dunkin's donuts aren't that good.
That's just because it's become like the standard. They're everywhere.
That's what I'm saying. When places get everywhere, they
I still
typically
feel
get
like
worse.
I like Dunkin' Donuts, though. I like their donuts.
You just trying to argue with me?
No, I like their donuts. Is that it though? Like that's your
Yeah, that's it.
honestly, dude. I don't even really know. I might just have to take a pick. I don't eat a lot of fast food. Like the only fast food I eat is Chick-fil-A and Chipotle, and like a little Qdoba. But like, I guess if we're talking like dessert places and stuff, I don't know. I count donuts as dessert. I guess it's still breakfast, but I don't know. Yeah, I'll go Dunkin' Donuts then. I like Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah.
They have sandwiches.
They
Krispy
do.
Kreme does not. I looked it up.
they
It's just
do.
coffee and donuts.
Yeah. So I don't know if that really counts, but Dunkin' Donuts is good. I used to always go there with my dad when I was a little kid, like once a month. So, you know, it's a special place in my heart.
Heck yeah, dude. Wow.
You're up.
Okay.
Megan, pick 3.
I think I'm gonna just go to classic fast food, and I think I'm gonna pick Wendy's, and you guys are gonna hate me for it.
I knew
but
Wendy's was coming.
Wendy's was like the only fast food that I actually liked. Like if I had to eat at a fast food place, like go through a drive-through,
Yeah.
I would pick Wendy's because they had good salads. I don't know. Mom was saying maybe they don't anymore, but they did have salads, and I used to get their chicken sandwich a lot. And I liked a single with cheese, no onion was what I used to get.
Yeah,
their
Wendy's
fries.
definitely like a step above a McDonald's for sure.
And Frosties.
Oh
You
my
dip your
gosh, I
fries in the
forgot about
Frosties.
so many. Can I veto my last?
No, that's a horrible pick. You're stuck.
Dip your fry in the Frosty as well is a great asset
Yeah.
to have.
Yeah. Okay, last pick. I'm gonna have to go with this because of a previous episode. I'm gonna go Dairy Queen.
Oh my gosh, that pick's so bad. That pick is awful. I'm just gonna give it to you straight. That
It's not
pick
bad
is
for
awful.
ice cream.
They have pretty good ice cream. Everything else in that place is so bad. Tell me why you're picking this pick. I need a long explanation.
I'll give you 2 words. Popcorn shrimp.
So you might. Oh my
Dude, I have
god!
something in my eye. I'll give you 2 words. Popcorn shrimp and blizzards.
And blizzards. That's 4. What were you
No.
gonna say, Megan?
All
I was
hyphenated.
gonna say it didn't look like he was crying,
Yeah,
and I was so confused.
Yeah, somebody forcing blink twice if somebody's forcing you
I
to
just
pick
said-
this.
I'm like,
Dairy Queen.
Dairy Queen, maybe we actually could get a sponsor for. I don't know if they're kind of on their way out. But
you're
popcorn
picking
shrimp
them?
are good. It's just like, we're in Kentucky. How are these shrimp so fresh?
Dude, you're crazy for that. When's the last time you ate popcorn shrimp from Dairy Queen? Give it to me straight. Oh yeah, it's just
15 years ago.
Fourth pick on Mount Rushmore. You haven't eaten it in 15 years. 15 years, and you're like, yeah, top 4. I'll give
I
it.
had some great memories there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's hear one.
I mean, eating the popcorn shrimp
Yeah.
with
Okay.
family, friends.
I guess so,
With
yeah.
family and friends.
Yeah. If that's what you wanna pick.
Like, really made you angry.
Yeah, because it's just, I'm just, trying
Big
to.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts is good, and they have just as good as breakfast sandwiches than like other places who don't specialize in sandwiches. I don't know. Anyway, I'll move on. So my 4th pick, I just looked up. I was just going off the dome with all this stuff. I didn't write anything down. But just because I feel like there's not that many fast food restaurants. But I forgot about a couple. I won't say unless Megan goes and still hasn't been said, but I think I'm going to go with Panda Express. A lot of people hate on that. Do you like Panda Express?
Yeah.
A
I
lot
mean,
of-
it's like, it just feels like kind of unhealthy Chinese food.
Yeah, so a lot of people like hate on Panda Express. At least like my friends don't love it. But when I was last year around like this time, I was in Florida and we'd always go out to eat. And I mean, well, I guess I would go out to eat a lot. And when I wasn't with someone and I was just by myself, probably like 8 times out of 10, I was going to Panda Express. I ate Panda Express so much, and I don't know what it was, but sometimes you just get like on a kick with something, and I just like crave Panda Express. Every time we got around lunchtime, I wanted Panda Express, and I guess it's like it doesn't feel super healthy just because of all of like the sauces or whatever that they drown that stuff in, but I think on their website it says like a plate is like 65 grams of protein or something crazy like
this
that.
was my question. And I just remembered a pick that I would 100% have picked and I didn't. But this was my question. when you were eating Panda Express all the time, you kind of believed like this is a pretty good meal for me. Like it's rice and chicken and vegetable.
I believed. I know. I've looked on their website. I looked at their website like a bunch when I was like on that trip, but I thought it was like semi healthy. I knew some of like the sauces probably like weren't healthy for me, but yes, like I'm thinking like it doesn't make me feel super great, but like I feel like I had protein and rice.
Yeah. I feel like that is half the battle with eating healthy. Now, unless you're trying to like physically lose a lot of weight and you're going to have specific results to that, like half the battle is mentally feeling good about the choices you're making.
Yeah, no, true.
Because I remember times when I would just be like, yeah, I'm like on track for my like fitness goals and stuff. I was eating ridiculous things that I just believed were healthy. Like when I lived down in Atlanta, like several times a week, I would just go get the extra large Smoothie King that was like this. And it was like,
yeah, and it has like 90
it's
grams
like
of
strawberry
sugar.
banana. And they're like, you want to add protein? And I'm like, heck yeah. And then, it would have like
Those have
200
like,
grams of sugar
yeah,
or
those are
something in
nuts.
it.
Those
It was
are
crazy.
nuts.
And I would just down it and be like, I'm
so
fueled.
healthy.
It was a meal replacement when really all it was a sugar meal. But
No,
I
yeah.
was like feeling good about it.
Yeah, yeah.
I just believe that if you want to be healthy, it's truly like ignorance is bliss. If you just believe you're doing the right things, it doesn't matter if
You're
you
doing
are
them
or
right.
not. Maybe there's something deeper to that. But maybe it's not so true, but
thought-provoking moment. No.
hey.
No, yeah, I definitely agree. But and I didn't necessarily feel, because again, it was with Panda Express, it was kind of like in the back of my mind, I knew it wasn't amazing for me, but I was like shoving those thoughts out with like it's protein and rice and chicken and like just going crazy.
We kind of do the same thing now. Megan makes like a teriyaki chicken meal that I just feel good about. I'm like, it is chicken. It is just brown rice. We don't season the rice or anything. And then it's like chicken, but it's got like some sauce on it and the vegetables, but I just don't care that much. I'm like, it's good and it's easy. So yeah.
And I'd be like, yeah, I'm getting like fried rice. So it's got like more protein because a little bit of egg and it's got some peas and carrots, vegetables.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely not the most healthy.
I also just think that with food and dieting, when I was in college and I was just like, I want to be shredded or whatever, which granted, like I wasn't more shredded then than I am now or recently or whatever. But I would literally meal prep for myself. And it was just unseasoned sweet potato I would chop up, put on a pan in the oven. And then unseasoned chicken I would boil in a pot of water. And then skillet asparagus.
Unseasoned chicken?
Yeah, dude, it was bad. And there was no tenderness to it. You really had to chew it. And I would eat that, like take that to like work with me every day. And I just think had I been a little bit leaner, that's a worse life than just working out and having fun with it. And then like
Just being a little more thick.
yeah, like be thick a little bit and enjoy pizza.
Yeah, no, I also think to some extent I prefer that. Like I have a super high metabolism obviously right now, so it doesn't really matter what I eat. But I will say, like, if I start my day with a super lean breakfast and then go get like, if I start my day with a super lean breakfast and then eat just super healthy throughout the day, I feel a lot better. Like, and I don't know if that's mentally or if it's actually like I feel better, but it's probably like 60-40, like 60 mentally, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, but I also do this. Like the other day, a buddy came over in the morning and we hit a hard workout at like 9 a.m. or whenever. And like I just feel justified the rest of the day when I hit a hard workout like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm eating whatever I want the rest of the day.
Yeah, no, I agree. But what I was gonna say was even like when I do feel better, I eat like crap stuff all the time. Mm-hmm. But I still don't like feel terrible because I feel like I'm like balancing out, which I know a lot of people think that way. Yeah. Like you were just saying, like you're almost balancing like your thoughts with like
you're just
I'm
like
gonna
okay
eat
with
pizza.
just maintaining versus really.
Well,
making
you're
some.
like I'm gonna eat pizza after I did this hard workout kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I agree with that.
Yeah. Cool.
Also,
Is this the
Blake
last pick?
was convinced that I was just giving him a ton of sugary food when we got married, and I was giving him dinners that tasted good.
Because
he was
all
like,
I had
he was like,
for the
"What's
last while
in
was-"
this?" And I was just like, "Just seasoning."
She's like, salt.
yeah, like salt and
I'm
pepper.
like, this is
Good cook.
incredible. No, but I would have to rip that chicken apart. It was not baked.
How
Nothing.
did you eat it?
I would
like that?
boil a pot of water, dump a bag of frozen chicken in it.
Why'd you do it like that?
I thought I was going to be shredded.
Why didn't you use seasoning though?
I thought it would make me fat.
Did you not look anything up?
But I knew that was clean.
That's crazy. You don't look anything up. You're just like, I know best.
And I would get this little square Tupperware and I would put the chicken in it and then diced sweet potato that was also unseasoned and then unseasoned asparagus. And the asparagus would just get all cold and floppy in there. And then I would just down the chicken and sweet potato and then kind of like ball up the asparagus and just down the hatch.
Okay, Megan, fourth pick.
Smelly pea for like 4 years straight.
All right, I gotta go. Hold on.
Oh no.
Megan, tell us your fourth pick. We'll go with it.
You're right.
This is absolute chaos.
Sorry, she just had a blowout, so I'm gonna have to go do that.
All right, hit us with a restaurant.
My last pick is a local one, and it is Cookout.
Ooh. That's a good one.
Cookout.
Because you can get a corn dog or a quesadilla as your side, and that's my favorite thing. But
Yeah.
anyway, I have to go deal with this poopy diaper.
Quesadilla or corn dog as a side is crazy.
Yeah, I never got the quesadilla, but I like Cookout.
That's like that meme Ethan showed us this week where he's like the picture of like a sliced corn dog and he's just like, "What's wrong, babe? You haven't even touched your corn dish yet." Like looks like sushi.
So nasty, dude.
I know. Dude, speaking of Cookout, one
I
time
can't with hot dogs, actually.
we had a guy in town that we were like kind of buddies with through like social media, but we were like, we should hang out after he had like a show he was doing or something. And so it was kind of the middle of COVID. So like stuff had been opened, but by the time we hung out, it was like 11 p.m. And so like places that would typically stay open late weren't because businesses were just in a weird spot. And so we were like trying to find something to do with this guy because we were like hour and a half away out of town trying to just like hang out with him. So literally like Googling stuff while we drive around the city with him in the back of the car. We found like a cookie place open. So they wouldn't even let us stand in. Once you ordered, you couldn't even stand inside and wait for your cookie. You had to stand outside and wait and then go back in. And they like limited how many people. It was crazy. So we like bought him a cookie and ate that standing outside while it was kind of cold. And then we were like, oh, Cookout. We could go to Cookout. And we go, and they had just closed the inside. So
Yeah, it's only drive through.
we literally
Or wait, did they
Bought-
not?
they had drive through.
Yeah.
So we literally bought cheese curds from there and sat in our car in the parking lot and just kind of talked for a little bit and then dropped him back off. And it was the lamest hangout of all time.
Isn't it weird how I feel like when there's nothing to do, everyone just resorts to like eating something? Why is that?
Am I just eating because I'm bored? And it all comes back to me.
We're pulling it all out.
I couldn't even get my impression out, dude.
Wait,
So
wait, hit it with us again. Okay, this is Blake's Grinch impression.
Do you want me to do the
On
one
the
line?
spot, yeah.
And it all comes back to me. In the trash.
I don't know why that makes you laugh so much, but it's pretty good.
Thanks, bro.
But no, do you think there's something?
Hey, that's the second time you complimented me this week.
okay. Yeah, if you're counting.
Justice, I want to put this on here because I think one day we'll listen to these pods back and I want to remember this.
Okay.
Justice accidentally said the nicest thing he's
What
ever
were we
said to
talking
me
about?
this week. When?
What you're talking
I'll tell you.
about?
I'm going to get there because that's what would happen if you just
I
let
just
me
can't
keep
remember.
talking.
Like, what was the topic?
So you were talking about someone that you knew that was like super handsome, but not super tall.
Oh,
So you were like, this guy.
got nerfed by God.
You were like, this guy got nerfed by God. He's like so attractive, but like and so athletic.
Okay,
and,
yeah,
like,
also,
funny,
wait, let's
but
get-
he's like short. And then you said
I'm not
on
gay,
accident.
okay.
You said
The boys
well, no.
were saying this. The boy, like we were in
Yeah,
a group.
you were with a group of guys, and
yeah.
you were all saying how hot this guy was.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, and that's less gay because there were more men there.
No, because we were talking. We were like, he was like saying how he had like, I don't know, went on a date or something, and it like didn't go well. And he like walked out. And he's like, "See y'all." And then we started talking about him. But he was just, I don't know. It was just like one of those things where it's like one of the guys was like, "Yeah, he's like a good looking dude. I'm surprised it went wrong," or something like that. Like just like joking. And then
One guy just goes, "He's short."
and well, somebody was like, "Yo, low key, like he got kind of like nerfed." And then I was like, "Yeah, God nerfed him." And then we just like kept going around. But anyway, yeah.
So you were saying like this guy's a catch. He's athletic, very handsome, but just short.
yes.
And you said he's maybe like, I said, well, what would he be? Or I said, so he would be cool if he was like 6 foot, 6'5", something like that. And you were just like, you realized I was talking about my height, and you were just like, yeah, whatever. But then you accidentally said he was handsome, and you said it would be like putting your face on a 5'6" guy.
So-
and that I'll never forget.
Okay, so I mean, Blake can, he can just like think about that when he goes to bed at night. But
I do. Last night.
what I was trying to say was trying to get
Don't
them
backtrack. Double down on the
trying to get
compliment,
them
dude.
to understand why or how he looked like a older adult on a like a more child body kind of thing. But Blake took that as I was calling him handsome, which I don't know. Maybe I was, maybe I wasn't. I'll never disclose that, but
You were.
I don't know. I don't know if I
Because
was
I
or
said,
not.
wow,
Maybe-
you just complimented me. You said he was handsome. Then you said it was like we have the same face. And then you said, oh, frick.
Yeah, I was like, we were joking around, but
Yeah, not joking. It made me feel good.
Okay.
And I'll never forget it.
okay, yeah, we can stick with
So-
that story.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Do we have anything else before we wrap up Mount Rushmore about the food?
Well, we never finished what I was saying. I was saying, why do people always resort back to food?
Oh, right. When they're like bored. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
We
like,
went
why
into the
is
Grinch
that?
and then
Yeah.
got off.
Yeah, because you quoted the Grinch.
I don't know.
I feel like, I don't know. I feel like, because that almost makes me like frustrated sometimes. Like, and this is funny. I was going to say, because we kind of live in a small town, but I've never thought of where we live as a small town. But like I was talking to my sister the other day, and she was like, yeah, this is a small town. And so I don't know what you would classify as a small town, though, because unless, like when I think small town, I guess the word small town just means like a small population of people, in which technically we are in a smaller town then, but
I guess.
at the
I
same,
feel like that's just gotten very loose.
I know that's what I'm saying, and because at the same time, if like in my head subconsciously, I feel like a small town is like a town in the middle of nowhere that like takes a little bit to get to. But anyway, I feel like because, and I was gonna say maybe, I guess it's because we live in a quote unquote small town, but not really even. But like in the past when I've been like bored with friends or something, that's even what like we've done.
just go get food.
Yeah, and it's like if you're a fool, there's nothing to do. You're
Yeah,
just like,
definitely
all right,
don't.
let's
If I'm
go
like
home.
stuffed, I don't go get food. I would do something else.
Except when you're with your grandma and you go to Kate's or after Christmas.
My aunts, you didn't listen to any of that story. Yeah, maybe once a year when I'm stuffed, I'll get food. Well, yeah, Thanksgiving, if you're full and you go to the next family member's house, you're still going to eat.
No, I don't eat that.
Yeah, you do. But no, that small town stuff, I feel like so American Idol, the new season just started. And that's like a lot of people's story is like, yeah, I'm just from like a small town, or like even like every show, like The Bachelor or whatever. It's like, I'm just a small town girl that's trying to find love or whatever. But dude, it made me think. So we watched the first episode that came out the other night, and there was this guy who was super good. And he was like, I think he was like Indian, like his family was and stuff. He like showed his parents and stuff, but he lived in like Brooklyn. And so he was kind of like, I don't know, he had like Brooklyn accent and stuff like that. And his name was Aji. It was like Ajii or something like that. And dude, Katy Perry, first of all, we're not super big Katy Perry fans. I don't really hate her. Megan kind of doesn't like her. She is cringe on this show, dude.
I haven't watched American Idol in forever.
She said, what did she say? She said, G, yo, you're the G of today. And it's a yes for me. And went like that.
How old is she? Do we know?
35?
Yeah, that's rough, dude.
38? I don't know.
Rough. Just trying to be one of the cool kids.
Inappropriate?
I wouldn't say that's inappropriate, but I mean, you can take really anything these days.
If you went up to like a guy who'd had a hard life and lived in Brooklyn and you're like, yo, you're a G.
I mean, saying you're a G is a different scenario. Are they going to fight you? That's a different scenario.
She said he's a G.
You said, is this inappropriate? And I was going off of your hand motions, but if you add you a G, yeah, that's kind of like
she said,
maybe,
G, you're the G from me.
I don't know. Like, it's also like, she wasn't meaning it in a bad way, but like.
No, but like she didn't laugh. She thought it was cool. That's the worst part.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, what is he going to do? Fight her?
I think so.
Jump over the table?
I think so. Are we doing...
Oh, yeah, I have a Get to Know the Bros.
Get to Know the Bros?
Yeah, we can do it real quick.
Little outfit change for the baby?
Yeah. Okay, so I don't even have a great answer for this. Just see what comes up on the fly. But this is kind of an interesting question that I came across. Do you have a certain smell that reminds you of a time in your life? Could be good or bad. But is there something where it's like you walk into a room?
Bad smells that remind me of certain moments.
Yeah. So like, is there one in particular, like when you walk into your room, you're like, oh gosh, or like, but something that reminds you, it's not like, oh, I hate steak and every time I smell steak, it sucks. No, I'm like saying like when it reminds you of an experience in your life.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how funny this is going to be, but like a good smell would be like honeysuckle. You ever smelled like honeysuckles on a tree?
Yeah, it just like reminds you of summer.
Well,
what do you mean?
I have like a specific memory where we were like in the first house I grew up in, we would ride our bikes around the neighborhood and ride them up to the pool. And there was like honeysuckle bushes there that we would stop and smell. And then we would like
lick them.
Yeah.
I did that too with mine. Yeah.
Because you could like pull it off and sort of like open it
There's
up.
There's like a drop of honey. Yeah. It's like a one drop.
I'm like,
yeah, we'd get like excited.
That's a 10.
No, that's a 10. No, yeah, that's pretty. I mean, mine, I was just going to say something similar, but like, I feel like where, like in the neighborhood that I grew up, there was 3 community pools. And so we always went to
like chlorine smell.
Yeah. But it's weird though. It's like, I don't know if it's like, I don't know. I guess it's chlorine, but the smell of those pools I feel like it has like a different smell than like a home pool. Maybe it's because they're putting like more chemicals in it or something because there's like everybody in the neighborhood's going. But
yeah.
I don't know. I also have like
drinking that water.
Yeah. No, I've probably drank.
Probably peeing in it. That's probably why it had to have so much chlorine.
Those kids, yeah, definitely. There's definitely been some kids peeing in that pool, but yeah, probably just like reminding me of like my childhood. But yeah, I don't know. It wasn't like a crazy like out of this world question. Just like interesting.
Tell me if this is a good parenting move or a bad parenting move. One time when I was a kid, our neighbors down the street had a pool, and I went there swimming.
Your eye okay, bro?
Yeah, I got something going on. I went down there to swim, and I peed in that pool. Now, I was young, shouldn't have peed in the pool. Came home, for some reason, I told my parents, hey, I peed in their pool.
You told your parents?
It came up with like Taylor and my parents, and I was like, yeah, I peed in that pool. They made me walk down and tell them that I peed in their pool. Now, what good does that do? Hey, we can't drain that pool.
I'm not going to lie. That's probably exactly what my parents would have made me do.
That doesn't make it right.
You know,
I don't know if it's right or wrong. But so how you imagine this conversation went was how it went. I said, hey, I just want to let you know when we were swimming down here a few hours ago, I peed in your pool. And they just said, okay. There's obviously nothing we can do about it now. We can't drain the whole pool. We're just going to but yeah, I had to like confront them and just let them know, hey, I did something that there's nothing you can do about.
I will say this with pride. I have never peed in a pool. Never.
Cap.
It's not cap.
It is.
I know people are gonna think that's cap. I do not remember a time. I mean, okay, if we're talking like maybe when my parents put me in as a baby or something, like under 5, maybe. I don't know. But like I do not have any memory of peeing in a pool. I've never peed in a pool.
Okay.
I don't know. I just want to
good
put
for
that
you.
out
Keep
there.
bragging about it.
No, yeah,
I definitely have some bad smells that stick with me as well. I played lacrosse in high school, and those pads I don't think got washed all season, so that was horrible. And then it was like reminiscent because now I have coached lacrosse a couple seasons and being in the locker room and stuff. I'm like, oh, this smells the exact same.
Yeah. So like, just reminding you of like what?
Crazy how the whole world changes in so many ways, but certain smells just stay the same. That's a pretty good quote. Yeah, it's a thought-provoking thing.
No, yeah, that was it.
Yeah, that's good. There's also some smells at jiu-jitsu with certain people that would get really close to you that you can never unsmell.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that is good.
That about ends
Should
it.
we try your percentage game again?
I don't think so.
I don't either.
Okay.
All right.
See ya.
Sword Brothers out.
That was not great.
Hey guys, we just want to take a second here and just let you know that
This episode
Justice-
really sucked.
yeah, I think just like I don't know, we were just having a hard time. Hey guys, Justice and I just wanted to Hey guys, Justice and I just wanted to get on here real quick and say sorry for that episode. Sometimes it's hard to know what.
Hold on, dude. You're talking so slow. Hey guys, just quick disclaimer. This episode's a little rough.
Thanks to the SB community. Thanks for sticking with us.
Okay.
And we will get better.
Did you start like accepting an award there? Gosh, what are you saying?
Hi guys. Sorry for the episode. You try and you just don't have it. So today was one of them days, eh?
You're not ending an episode.
Yeah, but that accent was
Don't
good.
say
Crikey, that was a dude.
Crikey.
That episode was absolute bollocks, eh?